Now on Spotlight, students take part in a touching Memorial Day tribute.
Preventing problems by building a better community. We're showing you the impact of a powerful partnership at work.
And what do you get when you combine fish, sunshine plants, and a lot of imagination? You're about to find out.
Hi everyone, I'm Rick Blackwell.
And I'm Claudia Shea. Welcome to Spotlight on Education. Okay, first off, Rick, congratulations to all the graduates.
Yes, graduations are now over at all 32 high schools and academies across the Palm Beach County School District. All of those ceremonies were broadcast live by the Education Network. Now, if you'd like to get a copy of a specific graduation, you can purchase a DVD through your individual school.
And there was also a special ceremony for students involved in a group called Take Stock in Children. The organization was started in Florida more than 20 years ago to provide opportunities for deserving young people to escape the cycle of poverty through education. Students are offered comprehensive services, including mentors and, as you see here, college scholarships as well. Okay, from books to boot camps, more than 100 members of the class of 2017 are headed to a career in the military.
Well, to honor their service, the school district held its annual enlistment ceremony at Olympic Heights High School. At Olympic Heights High School, a night to celebrate patriotism, honor, and service to our country. Superintendent Dr. Robert Avosa addressed the young men and women who have decided to enlist in the armed services after their high school graduation.
I'm proud of you for not only being courageous, but reaching out and making sure that others will achieve when you go off to your next phase of life.
Before that next phase, a pledge. 100 students from across the school district raised their right hand and took the United States Armed Forces Oath of Enlistment.
Appointed over me.
Appointed over me in the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
The pledge done as a group. Each individual honored with their name called on stage.
Agent Gadflow.
Dr. Avosa had a chance to shake each enlistee's hand, and representatives of every branch of the military also at the ceremony to welcome these young men and women into the armed forces.
The patriotism and the pride that shines through with all of the speakers and all of the recruiters and the enlistees that are here, you can feel it in the audience, in the air. It's really, you have to be here to really experience it.
A large crowd did attend, and they cheered on their loved ones for this act of patriotism.
It really got to me. I really enjoyed it. It meant a lot because it shows how many people are really out here doing this for us, and it just meant the world to me.
Many of these students are members of ROTC programs inside the Palm Beach County school system, including Christy Ip from Dwyer High School, who is excited about joining the Army National Guard.
I love this country, and I'm proud to be the first in my family to enlist in the military, and I love serving my community, and now I'm serving my nation.
These new enlistees will soon be off to boot camp. They are up to the challenge of defending our nation thanks to their experiences inside our school system and the support they've been shown during this 5th annual enlistee recognition ceremony. It was a wonderful, very patriotic event, and we wish them all the best as they head off to boot camp.
Very admirable. Well, the Wellington High School Band was among those paying tribute to American servicemen and women on Memorial Day. The band took part in the annual Memorial Day event held at the South Florida National Cemetery in Lake Worth. The moving tribute is, of course, a way to acknowledge the ultimate sacrifices made by those who have defended our freedom. Local students also paid tribute on the national level. 4 safety patrols from Frontier Elementary School were selected for the honor of laying a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns at Arlington National Cemetery. Students JC, Austin, Sydney, and Isabella took great pride in their patriotic mission.
Winbrook Elementary School has been recognized as one of only 4 Gold Award winners by the National Center for Urban School Transformation. Osceola Creek Middle School was also recognized and received the Bronze Award.
A big thank you to Susan Beatty, author of Luke's Story. She recently visited Sandpiper Shores Elementary to talk about writing and publishing. She also presented students with autographed books.
And finally, we honor the graduating class of 2017. More than 11,500 students from 32 district-operated schools crossed the stage and received diplomas during May. The district wishes each student a lifetime of continued success.
Our graduates are growing strong.
And so are the learning gardens currently set up at several school campuses.
Boca Community High School is home to a unique high-tech aquaponics garden.
Boca Raton Community High School features a campus garden that serves as a classroom for high-tech farming. And this was all started by 2 students.
This is basically an aquaponics system. It's similar to hydroponics, except it's a closed system and you use fish, and the fish's waste is the nutrients for the plants.
And the plants sustain the fish by providing oxygen and filtering the water, allowing gardeners to harvest both fish and vegetable growing plants.
There is a sustainable way to farm vegetables, and with lands around the world being taken up, that there is a way to lessen the size of a plot of land that is needed, and therefore it's better for the environment.
Several students are involved in harvesting and managing the garden, and they're learning lots in the process.
We're going to use it for environmental management. We're also going to use it for environmental sciences and our understanding of chemistry, because this is all about nutrient cycling.
The garden provides numerous vegetables, including Swiss chard, kale, cucumbers, and more, all of which the school donates to a local food bank. Students and this garden growing strong at Boca High.
You know, that wonderful aquaponics garden, one of the reasons why Boca Raton High School is named a Green School of Quality.
The distinction awarded at the annual Green Schools Recognition Program at the West Palm Beach Hilton. Boca High, one of more than 100 other schools in attendance who received awards. The event honors the work done in our schools to encourage recycling, reduce energy consumption, and promote the environment. Olympic Heights High School received a check for $500 from Florida Power and Light for their work conserving energy.
It's really important because of the fact that everything happens so fast these days. We're trying to slow the students down a little bit and have a vision for the future, because sometimes they kind of miss the vision for the future and live for the now.
Florida Power and Light strives to deliver clean, affordable energy, but our biggest thing really is conservation of energy, and that's something that we take very seriously. And that's one of the things that why we sponsor programs like this, because it's all about conserving energy. That is a must.
Olympic Heights plans to use the money to continue their environmental efforts inside the school.
And the work inside our schools to go green also has the added benefit of preparing students for the jobs of tomorrow.
At Cypress Trails Elementary, they held a career day with an emphasis on positions in the STEM field. That means jobs geared toward science, technology, engineering, and math. Cypress Trails Elementary School students get a unique window on jobs. The annual career day at the school featured law enforcement officers, engineers, and animal trainers from Lion Country Safari.
I would love for them to be able to go home and be able to tell their parents, wow, I saw this great career, I never even knew that existed, and to be able to know different things about the career that they had never heard about.
My name is Petty Officer Elias. I'm with the U.S. Navy.
The children loved hearing about work in the military. Petty Officer Elias is an aviation mechanic and works on helicopters.
What's your favorite part about your job?
My favorite part with those aircrafts are the hydraulic systems. There's so much to learn.
Petty Officer Elias was honored to speak to the students.
You get to at least find out exactly what you want to be, what you want to do. It's like having a mentor. You know, what do I want to be when I grow up?
I talked to the students about working hard on their studies, listening to their teachers, and following their dreams. There are a lot of future reporters in this group.
Hi, I'm Darren Cambridge. I go to school at Cypress Trails. We had career day today.
We had a fantastic career day.
Career day is basically where a bunch of people tell you about their jobs and what they do and why you should do it.
Firefighters, we saw them how they showed us all the equipment.
We had investigators, we had police officers.
We seen a television reporter, and that's the person who's recording me now.
All the careers you could think of.
My opinion of them, they get to do tons of good work for us, and they are nice people in our country.
This career day had an emphasis on STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Important building blocks that may lead to all sorts of new jobs in the future.
Golden Grove Elementary also hosted a career day, in this case featuring a vehicle area, which included a military helicopter used in Vietnam, rescue vehicles, a crane, and even a very popular ice cream truck. Crews explained the workings of all of the vehicles and the role they play.
I think it's important that kids know that they have all sorts of different options for their career when they grow up. A lot of times kids grow up thinking about only the careers that they see on an everyday basis, and it's important to expose them to as much as possible.
Students also learned about many other careers, and speakers spoke with children inside the school. Golden Grove has been hosting Career Day for about 15 years.
Superintendent Robert Avosa checked into the county jail recently to learn some lessons from inmates who dropped out of school.
You know, this is all part of Dr. Avosa's goal of increasing the graduation rate. He decided to ask young inmates what the school system and the community at large could have done to help keep these former students on track and in school.
Students who drop out of school often feel like the odds are stacked against them, that they have no other choice.
I had no choice because I had to take care of my other brothers and sisters, and I had to help my mom. You know, she was by herself, and you know, she was sick as well.
Downturn in the economy, just rough patches with family. You can't control what God throws down at you. You can just control what you do with yourself.
I was like 18. I was 18 in the 11th grade, and I just, you know, got sick and tired of seeing younger kids in the class with me because I stayed back like once or twice.
I felt like nobody was really paying attention to me. So that on top of my mom getting sick, I just kind of gave up. She ended up passing away.
The sad reality is that many students who give up and drop out of school for whatever reason end up here at the Palm Beach County Jail. I'm Robert Avosa, School Superintendent of Palm Beach County School District. I'm here at the jail today to learn a little bit about what inmates are facing and how their childhood experiences in our classrooms and schools have impacted them. And I want to make sure that we avoid having more folks locked up inside these doors. Tammy, DeAndre, Brian, Luke, Kenneth, and Carla all faced challenges growing up. Each left school without graduating, got into trouble, and now face an uncertain future behind bars. They agreed to share their stories. I am responsible for helping almost 190,000 kids stay on track and do the right thing. You know, when you were a little kid in 2nd or 3rd or 4th grade, what was the most exciting and compelling thing that you felt about school?
What drew me to school and allowed me to stay in school was the teachers being nurturing, the teachers understanding my struggles at home.
I love to study, and as I got older, I got into a lot of after-school programs. You know, I enjoyed school.
I went to school at Lincoln Elementary in Vero Beach. But I remember the school, it was a good school.
Did you feel happy there and safe?
Yes, those were the happy days.
Do you have any favorite teacher that you remember?
Miss Ingram. I'll never forget Miss Ingram.
Tell me about her. What was special about Miss Ingram?
She took on to me. It's like she identified my problem. She, you know, went to my mom's house. She looked around, she met my brothers and sisters, and she seen the struggles that were going on with my family. So when she would teach me, she would come at me a different way.
I had a good time at Gold Coast. It was a teacher named Miss Grace. She was a science teacher. She was one of those black, strong females, take no mess, and she always tried to keep me in the right path.
I remember DeAndre when he was a student here. He was really quiet. I would want DeAndre to know that I am really glad that something I said to him when he was in middle school, that he held on to that and that he knew that I cared about him.
And when did you give up? That's really important to me. So I'm trying to figure out ways to help people from stopping that decision to walk away.
I was about 15, about the beginning of 10th grade.
And do you remember that moment when you said, that's it, I just can't do this?
Yeah, actually, my mom and I even discussed it. And she said, Tammy, I realize I'm not going to be around to see you to graduate. What are you going to do? I told my mom, I said, I'm going to drop out of school and become a drug dealer. And she says, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? You know, but we talked about it, and the decision I made, I regret today, but I'm still young enough to change my life.
I didn't really think as much as to, you know, one day I'm going to have to, you know, grow up and get a job and live my own life, and I wasn't, you know, thinking of school like that.
I started getting sidetracked in middle school. I started, you know, trying to be in the in crowd. You know, I wasn't really trying to focus, but with the fact of trying to be respected as a student as well as dealing with my home problems, I really wanted to stay, but I could never reach out to a teacher.
Try to persuade them not to and let them know what comes along in the future of graduating and going to college, because you can just easily show them in the streets what's going on. It's nothing too good.
I believe if you want to, you know, be a teacher, you have to be like a parent. You have to be strict and disciplined, not the student friend, because he's not going to respect you. You can save their life just by making sure they get the education.
If you had a chance to talk directly to kids, what would you tell them about what you've learned so far?
I would give them a message of believing in yourself, believing that you can overcome any obstacle, any hurdles, any past misfortunes, and be a better person.
Don't give up, just keep on pushing forward, because it's only so bad once in a while. Make sure you at least apply yourself.
Search out your talents, because that's a lot of fun. You know, if a kid doesn't know their talents, of course they're gonna, you know, look towards the easier way of getting money.
Live the right life, because finishing school and trying to go to college is better than trying to get stuck up in the streets, because there's no end to it. It doesn't lead anywhere.
Brian and all of the inmates you've heard from have had lots of time to reflect while detained inside these walls.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. You know, as we always start off every day, we're going to go over the forms of linear equations.
And decided their jail will also serve as their school.
What kind of a triangle is that? It's a right triangle, correct? Okay.
The school district of Palm Beach County provides classes at the jail, so inmates can earn their GED. Luke?
So let's go to paragraph structure and topic sense.
Carla and Tammy are still in classes, while DeAndre, Kenneth, and Brian were excited to share that they recently earned their diplomas.
Well, actually, I graduated not too long ago.
Awesome, congratulations.
Thank you.
I didn't know that. Good. While every inmate here at the jail faces an uncertain future, those you've heard from have hope. Possibly because the seeds were planted by a teacher.
I'm still trying to get my education here. No matter how hard it is to get it, I'm going to get it before I leave this facility.
There's always a chance. You just have to look hard enough, and you'll be blessed if you look for it.
Yes, there's always a chance, and we as educators and as a community have to seize that chance and also identify the problems that cause students to drop out in the first place. Together, we can keep students out of the criminal justice system and in the classroom.
Great job today. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. I'll see you all bright and shiny faces tomorrow morning. Have a good day.
You know, Dr. Avosa hopes that this video will help mobilize the community and help all educators understand that every child has potential.
Just ahead on Spotlight, students take action to help prevent drownings.
See what they're doing to promote swimming safety.
Watch the Education Network on Comcast Channel 234 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99, keeping you informed. What are you doing on your summer vacation? Your next great adventure may be closer than you think, in the pages of a good book. And that book may be on the shelf of your school media center. Lots of them have summer hours. Check with your school and your local library for summer programs designed for students of all ages. Join the crowd, dive into a great story, and skip the summer slide.
Welcome back to Spotlight. Now that the school year is officially out, well, a lot of people are turning their attention to summer fun.
And on hot days like this, that means the swimming pool. But before you jump in, students in Park Vista High School's HOSA Club want to make sure that you're swimming safely. Check out their student-produced public service announcement. Numerous schools throughout the district take part in an annual event geared at raising money for childhood cancer research.
Colusa Elementary just marked its 9th year raising money for the St. Baldrick's organization. We're talking about $360,000 to date.
And at this school, St. Baldrick's has a very personal meaning because of one little boy.
Colusa Elementary electric with excitement, celebrating St. Baldrick's Day, an event in which students and staff shave their heads to raise money for childhood cancer research. First grader Maddie Harb is a champion of this event. He raised more than $3,500 for cancer research. He's also a cancer survivor.
When I was 2.5 years old, doctors told my family that I had a tumor above my right arm. On July 4th, 2012, I went through my first round of chemo.
24 rounds of chemo helped save Maddie's life. Maddie's hair grew back shortly after the chemo ended, but for the past 2 years, he's chosen to shave it off in a show of solidarity to other cancer patients.
I think Maddie has a wonderful future ahead of him, is making sure that he is a person who's going to go and do things and get things done and show and be a good role model. He is our Colusa hero.
Maddie has been cancer-free for nearly 4 years.
Superhero.
He's a hero to students and staff at Colusa.
I'm going to tell you that Maddie is our top fundraiser.
And an inspiration to other children battling cancer.
Let's give him a round of applause.
You know, Rick, this year alone, Colusa already raised more than $70,000 to St. Baldrick's. And how cool is it that Maddie is the top donation raiser?
That's amazing. $70,000.
$70,000.
Congratulations to the school, also to Maddie, a very special little boy.
Absolutely.
Law enforcement is their business. What you might not know are the other ways the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office is working to prevent crime.
See how the agency is working to cultivate a community of great citizens.
Hi. You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. Why would you do that?
Probably okay isn't okay. Call a cab, a car, or a friend.
Good choice.
Welcome back to Spotlight. They are known as enforcers of the law, but their job extends far past that.
Members of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office also keep the peace by building a strong foundation in the community. You know, every year, PBSO proves why it is such an important partner of the school district.
The schools are the breeding ground for our future leaders. For us to be involved with the schools is a natural fit.
The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office provides deputy instructors and financial support to the Criminal Justice Academy at Santa Lucia's Community High School.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, because it has really molded our students to prepare them for the next level in their lives, be it going into law enforcement or whatever post-secondary careers they have.
They help me out a lot, and I really do plan on filtering into the Sheriff's Office in the future.
The Sheriff's Foundation also funds dreams through student scholarships for higher education and donates essential tools for success, such as backpacks, notebooks, and pens to disadvantaged students of all ages. The agency also funds a free summer camp called Harmony in the Streets and sponsors other events and activities in which children interact with and learn from supportive deputies.
The way we do that is through our law enforcement trust funds. That's the money we take from the bad guys and we turn around and give it back into the community. I think last year we gave almost $1 million to different after-school programs and like Boys and Girls Clubs, kids programs in the schools to make sure that kids that are disadvantaged get a hand up, not a handout.
Time now to check out this week's community calendar.
Now's the time to register your child for school district-operated summer camps. Enrollment is open for children between the ages of 5 and 12 at more than 60 elementary school sites throughout Palm Beach County. The Department of After-School Programming sponsors summer camp programs that offer learning, laughter, and lots of fun activities. Camp programs run until August 4th. Find the best camp for your child by checking out the 2017 Summer Camp Directory at palmbeachschools.org. Registration is also now open for teachers who would like to take part in a 2-day back-to-school garden workshop. It will take place Monday, July 31st and Tuesday, August 1st from 7:30 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. at Mounts Botanical Garden in West Palm Beach. Admission is free. To register, go to eLearning in PeopleSoft and search the keyword garden.
We're always looking for your education news to share, so if you have an event or program going on, let us know about it. Send us the details at goodnews@palmbeachschools.org.
It might actually wind up right here on Spotlight on Education. Well, we certainly hope you enjoyed this week's show.
Spotlight on Education is brought to you by the Education Network, keeping you informed.